What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be another favorites, wrapping up the months of December and January. If you've been with me for a while, you know that I don't do favorites every single month. I like to do them every other month or so. That way it gives me a little extra time to really play with product and decide if it's a true favorite or not, and then I throw it into a video. And I'm actually kind of shocked because I don't have a lot of makeup to share with you guys. A lot of it is skincare and hair care, which I feel like most of my favorites are usually makeup, but a lot of my makeup favorites have remained the same. I actually had to watch some of my old videos to see if I had already mentioned them, like the magnetic matte eye pencils from Nude Sticks, Velvet Noir mascara by Marc Jacobs, the blushes by Marc Jacobs, the eyeshadow palettes by Marc Jacobs, everything Marc Jacobs, primerizer by Smashbox, Cover FX, Perfect Setting Powder. They're all the same. They're still absolute favorites of mine, so do trust my favorites because they are loyal. But yeah, if you guys are interested and want to see what some of my current favorites are, just keep on watching. I said in my last favorites video that I would also mention other items that aren't beauty related that are current favorites as well, like TV shows, music, things like that. So my current favorite TV show, well, I had a few and I've already finished them, but Handmaid's Tale, so good. It's really dark and kind of, but it's really, really good. It's on Netflix. I think the new season's gonna come out soon. Definitely catch up on it, but it is really dark and really sad, but you can't stop watching it. It's one of those, like, you can't take your eyes off of it. Also, favorite documentary, I guess. I have two favorite documentaries at the moment. One, it's called The Minimalists, and it'll seriously have you rethinking everything that you own, your closet, in your apartment, things that you, like your beauty collection. I sat there and was just kind of like contemplating life after watching that documentary, and I sent it to a bunch of friends. I was posting about it on my Insta stories. Definitely check it out. They also wrote a book, and I even made the quote from the end of the movie my screensaver because it just, I don't know, it was that powerful. It says, can you see it? Why is it so bright? Anyway, it says, love people, use things, the opposite never works. And the other documentary or TV series that I've already finished and I'm obsessed with, I love nature documentaries. So I had to watch Planet Earth 2. Already finished it. I think I finished it in like 2 days. I loved talking to all of you guys on my Insta stories about the whole series because there's that one scene with the snakes and the iguana where you're like, I can't believe those snakes exist in real life. Definitely check that out if you love nature docs. Planet Earth 2 is amazing. And for current music, I cannot stop listening to Halsey. I absolutely love her. I actually found her because of you guys. You guys have always commented on some of my older videos that I apparently resemble her, and so then I was like, I gotta check out Halsey. Started listening to her music, and then I got really into her music after seeing her perform at Jingle Ball. You guys remember from my vlog where we were gonna do a meet and greet with her, and then I don't know what happened that we didn't get to meet her. But we did get to see her perform, and I was just blown away. She's an incredible performer, incredible artist, incredible human being. She did the most amazing speech at the Women's March in New York. I'll link it down below for you guys. I think she is just like an incredible human being, artist. Her music is, you'll get sucked into it. So I think I've been listening to all of her albums, every single one of her songs on repeat ever since that Jingle Ball concert. Okay, now moving on to products. My first favorite that I want to mention is this Jade roller by HERBIVORE. I got it directly from their website, and I cannot live without this in my morning routine. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, I do have an updated healthy morning routine video. I'll link it up here for you guys. And I talk about it a little bit in that video. This has become a part of my morning routine. I keep it in the fridge. Jade naturally retains cold really well, but when you keep it in the fridge, it's extra cold in the morning. And all you do, I mean, I have makeup on, so I don't want to use it, but you just roll your face in an upward motion. I use the larger side for the cheeks and the forehead, and then the small side on the eyes, and it just completely depuffs your face. If you wake up very puffy, especially from being dehydrated, or maybe you've had a rough night, maybe you're hungover, this is a lifesaver, and it just feels so good in the morning and instantly wakes you up. And along with this, I've also been loving this in my morning routine, also mentioned it in that video. This is the Autocorrect Brightening and Depuffing Eye Contour Cream by Sunday Riley. It does have caffeine as one of the main ingredients, And I notice an immediate difference when I use this eye cream in the morning. It like sucks my eyeballs in and gets rid of all of the puffiness. I apply it on the brow bone and underneath the eyes, and huge night and day difference from the moment I wake up to after I apply this eye cream. If you have a problem with puffy eyes, I have moderate to chronic dry eyes, so I think that causes my extra eye puffiness in the morning because my eyes are just so dry and just, but this really helps. Another skincare item that I cannot live without are actually from the same parent company, but two different brands. I'm gonna say it wrong. Deciem, D-E-C-I-E-M is the parent company that owns The Ordinary, but they have a bunch of different brands underneath that umbrella. You guys have obviously heard of The Ordinary. The other one is NIOD. Both of these are hyaluronic acid serums. I cannot live without hyaluronic acid in both my daytime and nighttime routine. It just really hydrates your skin from within. Hyaluronic acid naturally occurs in our bodies. When you use it as a serum, it retains, I always forget the statistic. Hold up real quick, let me look it up so I don't give you guys the wrong information. Hyaluronic acid helps retain over 1,000 times its weight in water within the cells of skin. So if you have dry skin, hyaluronic acid is a lifesaver, and I just love how simple and clean these products are. There's not a lot of bells and whistles to these. I'm holding up the wrong one. This is Buffet, not hyaluronic acid, which is another favorite. So this is hyaluronic acid 2% plus B5 by The Ordinary. This is gonna be your more affordable option because, you know, The Ordinary is known for having those incredible price points. I don't think anything from them is like over $15, if even that. I think it's like nothing is over $10. And then the other one is by NIOD. Again, same parent company. There's a little more technology to the NIOD products, but this is the multi-molecular hyaluronic complex. I use this one during the day. I don't know, it just has a lighter feel to it, and I use The Ordinary one at night. And then the other serum I was holding up by The Ordinary is Buffet. This is just like an overall great anti-aging serum. I really love The Ordinary for the simplicity of their products. I am working on something with them. Stay tuned, I'm not like coming out with my own stuff with them. I've just been talking to them a lot because I'm so intrigued and fascinated by their brand and how they've been able to provide us with affordable skincare options. That is huge and it's major, and I've actually been loving all of the stuff that I've been using from them. They do have a little starter kit that they sell at Sephora that I also wanted to mention that is great if you guys don't know where to start when looking into The Ordinary. It might be sold out on Sephora.com right now, but it's called like the Essentials Kit or something like that, and it comes with Buffet, a retinol, I think a moisturizer, I'm not sure, but I will definitely link it down below for you guys. Moving on to makeup, I only have two items, both of which are foundations. One is a classic, the other was recently released. I'm gonna start with the classic one first, being MAC's Face and Body. I had forgotten about this foundation and how much I love it. When I used to freelance, I had this foundation in every color in my kit. Well, not every color. I always did every other or every third shade because you don't wanna lug around that many foundations. This foundation looks good on everyone. However, if you like more of a full coverage, this foundation is not for you. It's definitely more of a sheer to medium coverage, but what it's really good at doing is just evening out the skin tone and making your skin look really radiant and healthy and fresh and dewy and just red carpet ready. I don't know, you can't go wrong with this foundation. On dry areas, it goes on beautifully. It doesn't ever make you look dry. If you have texture on the skin, it really works around texture really well. So if you are someone that likes more of a full coverage and can't stand the thought of a sheer foundation, use this to get an even base and then go in with something like Laura Mercier's Secret Camouflage to add more coverage where needed, or an under eye concealer that you can highlight down the center of the face with, and that'll add more coverage, but it'll keep everything else pretty sheer and even and pretty. Just highly recommend this foundation. I love it so much. The other foundation was just recently released. This is the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I've been gravitating towards this one a lot whenever I'm doing my makeup, even just off camera for events and things like that, because I find that it kind of sets itself. You don't have to use a lot of powder with this foundation. And what I love about it is that most foundations that tend to set themselves are really, really matte and drying. This one, it like almost dries down matte, but still has a luminous, dewy finish, almost like a nice like perfect satin finish. I don't know, it's really interesting. It says, I think when you read up on this foundation, it says a dewy finish, but it's not like a wet looking finish. I don't know. And if you don't like using a lot of powder, you'll love this foundation because you barely need any powder. Like I said, it kind of sets itself and really does last a long time. And I find that a lot of other products like bronzer, blush, powder highlighter, anything that you apply over foundation just go on really well on top of this. It never catches on the skin or gets cakey or ripples or gets choppy. You know when that happens sometimes when you apply your bronzer and blush and stuff like that. It never happens with this foundation. So I'm really, really loving this one at the moment. And that's all I have for makeup. Moving on to hair. My first hair item is Thirsty Girl by IGK. I find that a lot of people don't know or aren't familiar with dry conditioners. We all know about dry shampoo, but for some reason, whenever I talk about dry conditioners, people are like, what? What is that? They're meant to be used when you haven't washed your hair for a while. So whereas a dry shampoo will clean up the excess oil at the roots and leave your hair feeling clean, a dry conditioner will hydrate the ends so your hair doesn't feel like straw. My problem with my hair when I don't wash it for a few days isn't that it gets super oily. It does get oily eventually, but that's not the main problem. For me, my hair is naturally really, really dry. So the ends start to look and feel like straw. So a dry conditioner brings back the hydration without having to wash your hair, and it also doesn't ruin the style. So I could actually spray this on my ends. I've already sprayed it in my hair this morning, but I'll show you guys. You just need a tiny bit because it's really hydrating, and it'll look wet for a split second, but then it just completely dries down and keeps whatever style you had prior to using the dry conditioner. Do it on this side. I love this stuff. I'm pretty sure this is new. I don't know if they've had it around for a while. It's the Coconut Milk Leave-In Conditioner by IGK. I love dry conditioners. Without them, my hair just, again, it feels like straw, looks like straw. Also, if you have really frizzy hair, this is an easy way to tame frizz if you want to add some to the top of the hair, but I mainly keep it on the ends to keep my hair soft and hydrated. And look how shiny it makes your hair too. I love this stuff. IGK, thirsty girl. The other hair item is from the OUAI. This is the treatment mask, and the reason I love this is because whenever I travel, I really dislike having to squeeze out my shampoo and conditioner into smaller bottles, and I also don't like having to go out and buy the travel sizes over and over again. I love these little packets because when I travel, if I know I'm only gonna wash my hair like 2 or 3 times, normally it's just 1 time, to be honest. I only pack one of these little packets and it makes life so much easier, and I feel like I'm not being wasteful by buying the little travel sizes. And I just feel like when you travel, your skin and your hair, everything just gets extra dry and everything goes out of whack. So I love that this is a mask, but you can use it as an in-shower conditioner. You just leave it on, I think, for like 2 or 3 minutes. Chill out for 5 to 10 minutes. So get in the shower, put this in right away, wash your body, and then rinse it out, and your hair just feels so smooth and hydrated and soft. And obviously it works so much better than any conditioner that you could possibly pack with you on your travels. And even if you're not traveling, this is a great product to have at home to use every couple of washes when you feel like your hair needs a little added love. And the last hair product I want to mention, and final favorite for today's video, is this Bumble & Bumble Color Gloss Luminous Hair Shine. I did do a sponsorship for this product earlier this month. Some of you might have caught it on my Insta stories, and the before and after just spoke for itself. Like, the amount of comments I got on this sponsorship was incredible. For those of you who don't know, I don't dye my hair. This is my natural hair color. I get asked this question a ton, but what I do is I gloss my hair every time I do go into the salon, which isn't very often. I'm really low maintenance with my hair, probably because I don't dye it or do anything crazy to it other than give it a trim every once in a while. But every time I do go into the salon, I get a gloss. And a gloss is different from a hair dye in that it's only on for a few minutes and it just enhances your natural hair color. It doesn't change it, and it adds a ton of shine. So when Bumble & Bumble came out with this, a product or a gloss that you could do at home, I was like, this product is meant for me, because I love the way a gloss looks fresh out of the salon, but again, I don't go to the salon that often, so I only got that effect like 2 or 3 times a year. Whereas with this product, I can use it once a month or just like whenever I have a big event and want my hair to look freshly done. I just toss this in. I think you leave it on for 20 minutes and your hair just, it's night and day. It looks healthy, it looks glossy, shiny. It looks like you freshly dyed your hair, but you didn't. And it comes in every hair color, so blonde, redhead, brunette, I think even black and clear. So if you have highlights and you're not sure which one to do, I would just go with clear. But trust me on this one, you guys, your hair just looks so incredible after using this product. Highly recommend. All right, and that completes my favorites for the months of December and January. I love sharing my favorites with you guys because it's so fun. I don't know, I just feel like it's just me sitting with my friends, chatting about amazing products. If you guys have any questions about the items that I showed you, comment down below and I will answer them for you guys. Also, if you have any recommendations based off of what I showed you, also leave them down below because as you guys can tell, I take your recommendations very seriously. Some of my favorite products that I have found have been through you guys. So definitely do that for me. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it, subscribe. I'm out of breath. Hit that notification bell and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.